So I want to build a fence and use the building as a fourth side. I've got a picture here, so here's the fence, 3 sides, and the building makes the fourth side. And the length must be 5 feet more than twice the width, and it must enclose 900 square feet. Find the length and the width. So the first thing I write down is L equals 2W plus 5. And what this is telling me is the length is twice the width plus 5 more feet. The second thing I write down is the area formula. The area of a rectangle is length times width. Now, what do I know? I know the area is 900. I know the length is the same as 2W plus 5. And then I just copy the W. So what do I have? I have one variable, W. So now I distribute this W and I get 900 equals 2W squared plus 5W. This is a quadratic. The only way to solve a quadratic is to factor, complete the square, or use the quadratic formula. All 3 of those involve setting this equal to 0. So I'm going to set it equal to 0, and I get 2W squared plus 5W minus 900 equals 0. Now I want to factor this, and I do believe it factors, and it does. And the way to know that this factors, the factors of 2W squared are 2W and W. You can write those down. And the factors of 900, there are many, many factors. However, we're looking for factors so that the outside term plus the inside term total to 5. Okay? Well, the outside term, 2W times negative 20, is negative 40. The inside term, 45 times W, is 45. What's 45 minus 40? 5W. And so we know that this is the correct factorization. And if we solve these, W minus 20, set it equal to 0, you get W equals 20. 2W plus 45, set it equal to 0, solve for W, you get 22.5, negative 22.5. Now, you notice I've got the negative 22.5 crossed out. The reason that's crossed out is it doesn't work. Now, what do I mean? Well, this is a realistic, real-life type problem. And in real life, when we find a distance, distances are always positive. So if we go to someone and say, okay, well, what is the distance to use for the width? And we say 22.5 feet. Here's the problem. If you go back to the length being 2W plus 5, well, 2 times 22.5 is 45. 45 plus 5 is 50. 50 times 22.5 does not equal 900. And we use the positive because this is a distance. And so this won't work in real life. It will work in the math formula because you put it in as a negative. You get negative 45 times 22 negative 40 times 22.5, and it does give you 900. But you're not going to put this in as a negative because it's supposed to be a distance. So the only answer that will work in real life is the W equals 20. So what are our answers? Well, we know W equals 20 feet because the area was in feet squared. And we know the length is 2W plus 5. Well, 2 times 20 is 40, and 40 plus 5 is 45 feet. So there's your length and there's your width. A fun little problem to do, and if you have any questions, please let me know.